Part 1. The Old Weaver. In the country of Tibet, there once lived an old weaver who had many sons. Day in and day out, he worked away at his weaving loom, and never once gave a thought to the meaning of his life, nor to life in general. Even though he was concerned only with superficialities, now and then it did occur to him that he could see no end of his labor. Every day he began his work afresh, and every day he carried on spinning. During the course of his life he had grown quite rich, and to his many sons he had given wives of good families, so that his clan flourished, with many children and grandchildren. One day the weaver's beloved wife died, and when at the age of 89 he became too feeble to prepare his own food, his many daughters-in-law prepared his meals in turn. When in his frailty the old man came tottering along to his children's homes, other people, as well as his children and their servants, used to laugh at him and ridicule him as the rich old man to whom all his money was no longer of any use. Then his daughters-in-law felt it unpleasant and troublesome when the old man called at their houses. It spoiled their joy of life and harmed the family's good reputation. At last they decided to build a small hut of reeds in one of their gardens for the old weaver, where he could live quietly, while they continued to send him his meals in turn. They all found this solution quite reasonable, and soon the old man moved into his little hut in the garden of his eldest son. Not long after this, a monk came to the son's house, and was received with rich alms food, as well as an invitation to spend the night. The monk replied that his vows did not allow him to spend the night with lay people in the house, but that he could stay in the garden. When the old weaver saw the lights of the lamps coming into the garden, he came out of his little hut to inquire who had arrived, and the visitor told him that he was a Buddhist monk. When the monk in return asked who the old man was, the weaver told him, "O venerable sir, I am the father of all these many children here, whom I brought up and fed, and for whom I selected suitable wives. Once I was the owner and master of all these large properties, but now I am laughed at by my family, and my daughters-in-law are ashamed of my old age and frailty. They have hidden me away in this garden, where they may not see me, and I live here quite alone." While he spoke thus, the old man's tears flowed. The monk felt great pity for him, and said, "If you are weeping so bitterly about this minor misfortune, how much more will you moan and lament if you fall into an unhappy rebirth? All your life you have been concerned only with superficial and material things, and you have not laid up the more precious treasures of the mind. You are paying for that bitterly now, and after death you will turn around for a long time in the cycle of rebirths. Your present unhappiness is due to your own actions, and yet you unjustly blame your children.